Today, the Prime Minister is on a quickfire Dunedin tour, looking at ongoing projects and addressing protestors. A heated debate is firing up in Christchurch as climate activists erupt on the Tarras Airport proposal. And Queenstown gardens are illuminating in dazzling neon splendor as an annual light spectacle captivates visitors. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. It was a busy day for Prime Minister Chris Hipkins in Dunedin, touching base on some current issues. He toured some ongoing projects around the city, finishing up his day addressing protestors at the Otago University.
Prime Minister Chris Hipkins started his visit to Dunedin on Friday by paying the KiwiRail Hillside Workshops a visit. He was assessing the progress on the $100 million redevelopment project. The rebuild is looking to revitalise the city's railway network, expecting to create more than 170 jobs once completed. Hipkins later visited an independent game development studio and believes there's a huge potential for growth in the region's gaming sector.
We see the potential for more jobs, we see the potential for more exports, and we want to get behind the often small to medium-sized businesses who are going to make all of that happen.
The Prime Minister later made his way to Otago University in the afternoon, meeting with staff and students in the thick of recent protests against impending staff cuts. He was met with a strong crowd mirroring Wednesday's rally, where around 400 people marched through campus to express their anger.
We're certainly focused on helping them out by giving them quite a large increase in funding next year.
Hipkins also received updates on the new Dunedin hospital, stating he's pleased to see work progressing on the largest hospital construction project in the country's history. In Dunedin, the South today.
One person has died in Cromwell after a single vehicle crash earlier this morning. A woman believed to be in her 80s crashed at the State Highway 8B intersection with Barry Ave at around 11:30 on Friday morning. Emergency services attended the scene with a witness saying they saw at least one person taken away in an ambulance. The highway was closed for a time and was reopened at around 1 in the afternoon, but was closed again an hour later to allow a police investigation to take place. Police confirming the death of the sole occupant who died at the scene. Heated debate at the Christchurch City Council yesterday after the Tarras Airport proposal came up for discussion. Councillors listened to presentations from climate activists and were split on their opinions about the airport's final costs and overall effect on climate.
Christchurch City Councillors have agreed to express their concern about the Tarras Airport project after a tight vote yesterday. An amendment at Wednesday's Finance and Performance Committee narrowly agreed to add feedback, citing potential climate change impacts and costs.
I don't think there can be any justification in a climate emergency and with a sustainability and ecological crisis that Tarras should be proceeding.
The Christchurch Airport announced the purchase of 750 hectares of farmland in Tarras nearly 2 years ago. Those opposing the airport plan also spoke to the committee, including Extinction Rebellion's Sarah Campbell. She told city councillors that decarbonation of aviation is a major environmental hurdle and any expansion of the industry is a terrible idea.
We have to work within planetary bounds. So our tourism has to work around that. And I think nobody should be expanding tourism in any country, anywhere. Especially non-sustainable tourism, which is flying, unfortunately.
A CIAL spokesman says no decision has been made on whether the international airport project will proceed, with any thought of construction still years away. The airport company is scheduled to meet the council soon to give an update on their work at Tarras. In Christchurch, the South today.
Around a dozen jobs at a Dunedin curbside recycling facility are set to go, with the city's recyclables now being processed in Timaru. OG Fibre Solutions have been contracted by Enviro NZ for over a decade, processing the Dunedin City Council's curbside recycling at their resource recovery facility. But that will soon come to an end, with their contract about to expire, closing the mixed recycling operations and causing a major downscale for the Green Island facility. Around 12 staff were told earlier this week they'll lose their jobs, leaving only a few employees to stay on the significantly reduced recycling plant. The DCC's recycling will will now be trucked to a Timaru facility from next month, with a new Dunedin-based recycling plant set to be built in 2 years' time. Queenstown Gardens have been transformed into a colourful neon spectacle as part of a 5-day light show. This year's Luma Southern Light project is back and brighter than ever for its 8th year of mesmerising displays.
Shining through the rainy night, Luma brings Queenstown Gardens to life on Thursday evening. After its hiatus in 2022 due to COVID-19, the bright and colourful event has come back for its 7th year, showcasing the work of talented light artists. The Queenstown winter staple runs throughout the King's birthday weekend, with over 32 installations to get lost in, such as the solar plexus, triangular and 6-foot lava lamps.
We're transferring people into a different world. There's probably 6 or 7 different places they can go and they'll get lost in. It could be Wonky Circus, it could be a lost forest, it could be even a lava lamp forest.
Luma Charitable Trust Chairman Duncan Forsyth says they've had to limit each night's numbers, with ticket sales double what they were in previous years. He believes with less foot traffic around the gardens, visitors can fully immerse themselves in each attraction.
We've got a limit on tickets each night. We're really on track to sell out 2 of the nights, and so we're encouraging people to book, come, get tickets, get a night, and we've also reduced the numbers so the experience has been much better.
Event goers are also treated to local and international acts on their walk, with street performers, violinists and DJs littered throughout the event.
There's a lot more performance in terms of music. We've got a number of emerging artists, a number of women artists who are performing.
Running for 5 days, the vibrant event has something for everyone, with large eye-catching spectacles and hidden gems waiting to be found. In Queenstown, the South Today.
Whaiakane, still to come on the South Today. The Minister of Education drops into Queenstown for a day with the locals, and Invercargill book lovers prepare for a big weekend of deals at a community fundraiser for Youthline.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Happy birthday, Charlie! Lounge and dining are reduced by 25%. There's 30% off beds and bedroom furniture. And he's taken 50% off selected clearance items.
My mate John.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. The Minister of Education made her way to Queenstown earlier today, talking with local schools and starting plans to help accommodate for the region's growth.
Joining in the awards ceremony, Education Minister Jan Tinetti stops by Queenstown Primary School on Friday. She took part in the school's weekly assembly, handing out awards and singing along to the Te Reo Māori Macarena. The Minister was in town for the Rural Teaching Principals Conference, meeting with the staff of New Zealand's more isolated schools. Tinetti says the possibility of a new primary or high school for the region is in discussion, with Queenstown becoming a hotspot for growth.
So those are all things that are under discussion, and we know that there's pressure on the system, and Queenstown is one of our national areas of growth that we've identified, and so my officials keep giving me advice around what the next steps are.
Even though the Education Minister is in hot water, she insists she has no plans to resign, preparing to go in front of the Privileges Committee later this year. In Queenstown, the South Today.
Invercargill bookworms are in for a treat this weekend as they prepare to score themselves some sweet deals. The long-running annual Rotary book sale continues to raise funds for the community, this year focusing on helping out the youth.
Perusing the paperbacks. There will be no shortage of pages in Invercargill this weekend, with the annual Rotary book sale getting underway. Scores of literature lovers making their way to the Civic Theatre, looking to score themselves some cheap chapters. It's the 42nd year the sale's taken place, with the money raised this year supporting Southland Youth Line. Richard William King has been involved in the fundraiser for over 20 years, sorting all the books and ensuring that only the best go on offer, a passion that began as a kid.
I hated Sundays because there was nothing to do and I didn't have any reading material, so that's what got me interested in books, and I've loved books ever since, so that's what I enjoy.
But it isn't just books on sale. The event's also offering good deals on DVDs, CDs, magazines and even puzzles. The sales convener, Richard Russell, estimates they've collected over 50,000 books for this year's fundraiser, claiming he still enjoys the work even after 30 years.
If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it, I suppose. It is a bit of a challenge, but at the end of the day, we run like a pretty well-oiled machine.
That machine drawing in crowds of book lovers and helping Youthline to write a new chapter for the young people of Southland. In Invercargill, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. The Prime Minister toured around Dunedin today, touching base on the city's major projects and current affairs. Christchurch City Councillors debate the climate activists on Tarras Airport's potential costs and environmental impacts. And the Luma Southern Light project returns to Queenstown for its 8th year, turning on a colourful spectacle. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike.
Evening, Hannah.
What can we expect in the weekend paper?
Well, there's extensive coverage of Chris Hipkins' visit to Dunedin, his first as Prime Minister. Yes, we followed him around to Hillside and to a gaming workshop and also to the university today where there were protests.
Fantastic.
And that will be the other major story, of course, will be what those protests were about, which was the funding cut at the university. Today was the deadline for staff to apply for voluntary redundancy.
Right.
So we have a wrap-up of what the fallout for all that process has been.
Okay, good.
I've also got a quirky story about a woman who's 99 years old and has won a major bridge tournament. Apparently it's good for your mental acuity playing bridge, and this is living proof of it.
Oh, lovely.
We also have The South magazine, our quarterly glossy publication in tomorrow's paper.
Brilliant. Oh, we look forward to reading. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
And time now for a look at the weekend weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, tomorrow will be both the mildest and windiest day of the week, with a lot of rain expected on Sunday, snow inland, followed by very cold southerlies on Monday. Heading to the top of the South Island, fine with southwesterlies with some cloud and 15-degree highs all around here. That's Nelson, Greymouth and Christchurch. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Gusty westerlies on what will otherwise be a fine start to the long weekend through here, and expect 14-degree highs in Ashburton, Timaru and Oamaru. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Windy through here as the westerlies pick up, but otherwise clear skies. And by numbers, it's a 12-degree day in Wanaka, 10 over in Queenstown and 13 down in Alexandra. Heading further south, some showers as we come over here with strong southwesterlies to match. Both Gore and Balclutha get wet highs of 10 or 12 over in the Catlins. And down to the deep south. Showers tonight with a low of 7 in Invercargill. Tomorrow and Sunday will be cloudy with heavy showers or hail at times and cold gusty southwesterlies. Up to 10 on Saturday and just 8 degrees on Sunday. And finally heading to Dunedin. Gusty westerlies and a low of 8 overnight. Sunny tomorrow with near gale westerlies before an afternoon northerly change with 14 as the day's high. Into Sunday, it's looking overcast with some showers, possibly even sleet or hail as the temperatures plummet with strong southerlies and up to 8 as the high. And that's the news this Friday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. And we're also on Facebook. Just search for The South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again next Tuesday. Mā te wā.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.